Welcome to Wednesday's Word of the Day. Today's word is inconsistency. Unfortunately, inconsistency is a part of our lives. We have those days where everything is going great, and we have those days where everything is far from great. Those days where it seems like we have no trouble at all sticking to our diet programs, and then we have those days where we want to eat everything under the sun. We have those days where it seems like we can't get enough exercise, and then we have those days where we can hardly drag ourselves out of bed. So as I said, inconsistency is a part of our lives. How do we deal with that? How do we get victory over inconsistency? Well, first of all, realize that inconsistency will happen. If you look around and you see people who have these incredibly consistent diet and fitness programs, most of the time those people aren't telling you everything. Now that's not to say there aren't people out there that are incredibly consistent. There are. However, most of the time, it's a lot like a duck out on the water. The duck seems smooth to everybody, but if you could go under the water and watch the duck, its little feet would be moving 100 miles an hour. Well, that's how many of us are. Even though everything looks incredibly consistent, underneath or behind the scenes, everything's going 100 miles an hour. So what do? Well, here's the problem with inconsistency. Many times you have a low and then you have a high. And that low is where you were before you began this diet and weight loss program, this diet and fitness program. That low is your life before you started, and then your high is the best you can do. Well, when you dip back and forth between those two levels, you end up not losing weight at all, or perhaps even gaining weight, because you're going back down to that level where you used to struggle so much, and that level that invites back in your addictions and your tendencies. So what I challenge you to do is raise that baseline, raise that bottom level up to a maintenance level, not a weight gain level. If you raise the baseline to a maintenance level, then when you have inconsistencies, instead of going between here and here, you're going between here and here. Yes, you're still having inconsistencies, but over the long run, you're losing weight rather than gaining or staying at a maintenance level. And that's what we're all after. Doesn't matter if we lose weight 3 or 4 pounds a week. Yeah, that's great, and yeah, that's what we all want to do. But let's face it, in the long run, a loss is a loss. And as long as we're losing, we're happy. So adjust your baseline, and that way the inconsistency doesn't bother you as bad. Make it a great day.